Yo, what's up guys, and welcome back to Chic Inter back in the video. I'm sorry for the lack of uploads yesterday. I was feeling not my best and I couldn't do it, but we're back here today, and I know there's a lot of requests for Jungkook Vlive. We can react to that next time we get back to Jungkook, but here we're gonna take a look at this Namjoon Vlive that was released. I got a lot of comments telling me to check this out, and I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for all your comments and all your interactions. And for those of you who watched the 2 days of BTS concert, unfortunately I couldn't make it, so I haven't seen anything. But I will be watching, the ones next weekend. But let's go. Let's see what our leader has to say.
맙소사. 아, 정상적인 문구가 없나?
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming this is perhaps after a concert. He sounds tired.
불안한데 느낌이. 안녕하세요.
Hello.
정말 라가 먹고 싶은데. 메갈모 특 그냥 라거만 마심. 그냥 그 뭐지? 그 골든 뭐야? 그 하와이 그 뭐죠? 빅웨이브. 그게 제일 맛있어요. 안녕하세요. 지금 죄송해요. 제가 메이크업 다 번졌어요.
I wanna apologize.
가지고 상태가 별로 좋진 않아요.
I don't know, but he looks great. He looks great. I didn't even notice. No makeup, no smudges, nothing.
별로 좋지 않은 것 같아. 이해 좀 해주시고. 아이씨, 마음에 안 드네. Hi guys.
Hello.
Right after the concert, I'm about to die. 목이 지금 다 갔습니다.
I bet. I wonder how it was.
목이 지금 아니 요새는 뭐 영통을 이렇게 세로로 한다면서요? 한국 오후 3시 40분 이제 학교할 시간이네 학생들. 예, 그냥 너무 오래 안 온 것 같아서 눈 번진 거 봐요. 너무 오래 안 온 것 같아가지고 이제 인사 드리려고 켰죠. 소름 나온다. 조심해. 네. 지금 콘서트 끝났고. 진짜 이 콘서트는 이 큐시트는 진짜 거의 초조금이라 약간 걱정돼요. 지금 약간 나머지 지금 3번 남았는데 살짝 걱정되는데.
Okay, so I'm assuming with that said, it's after day one.
최선을 다해야죠. 그래요. 계속 운동하고 뭐 이렇게 거시기 했는데 쉽지 않습니다. 정신줄 잡고 해야지. 뭐 요새 영통을 이렇게 세로로 한다면서요? 저는 영통 같은 걸 좀 안 해봐가지고 좀 어색해요 사실 이게. 저 그냥 맨날 스피커폰으로 통화해가지고 살짝 귀걸이도 살짝 비호감인데 그냥 무대 귀걸이니까 이게.
I like it. I have an earring too, not at the moment.
Guys, how you doing?
I'm doing okay today. Thank you.
Any questions or 뭔가 뭐 하실 말 있으시면 얘기해 주시면 제가 거시기 하겠습니다. How are you? I'm fine. I'm very well.
Super glad to hear that.
이거 이제 끝나고 컨디셔닝 받고 이제 자야죠. 자야 이제 내일 또 공연하기 때문에. 오늘 뭐 아시는 분들이 있을 텐데 스크린이 나가가지고 좀 이제 딜레이가 됐고 좀 공연 좀 늦게 끝났어요. 발가락이요? 좀 더러운 것 같아요. 제 발가락이 지금 신발을 신고 막 와서 아직 못 씻어가지고 좀 더러울 것 같아요. 죄송합니다.
So it got delayed.
Marry me를 다들 You guys spell marry as M-E-R-R-Y. I'm just curious that if it's intended or what.
That sounds like a typo.
Is it 유행인가요?
A
Is it a
neutral-
trend to marry, to ask us marry you guys?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 뭐.
I want to marry Suga. Is that the comment that he read?
Tired RM, yes. Sorry, but 이게 이제 공식이 됐다길래 그 공연 끝나면 찾아오는 게 공식이 됐다길래. I've heard that it's gonna be it's kind of ritual to come. 말도 안 나오네.
Ah, he's so tired.
제가 라스베가스 공연하면서 느끼는 게
It's okay.
가끔은 영어로 얘기하는 게 훨씬 진짜 편해요. 제가 막 유학파도 아니고 뭐 막 그런 건 아닌데 영어로 얘기할 때가 훨씬 더 솔직하게 잘 나올 때가 있어요. 한국어로 얘기하면 조금 더 조심스러워지는 느낌이 있는데 영어로 얘기하면 you know it's just nah man, it's not a problem 이렇게 되는데 한국어로 얘기하면 안녕하십니까 아 정말 너무 와주셔서 너무 감사하고요 이렇게
Yeah.
Why are you not sleeping? To see you. I came to talk with you. Send a heart. Easy. Easy peasy. 뭐냐?
See, this is one of the things that I love. You know, he could be getting his extra rest and making sure he's all prepared. But you know, Army is important for him, and he comes here. That the fact that him and you know the other guys, they get on Vlive after concerts. I have so much respect for what they're doing. And he also learned English without studying. You know, in a regular way, which I have so much respect for. I mean, this guy is an inspiration, just like BTS in general.
저 살 좀 빠졌습니다. I lost weight. I was like, I don't know it as pounds, but I was like 78 kilograms, but now I'm like 73.
Oh, he
사실
lost 5 kg.
70 밑으로 내려가 페이크러브 막 DNA 이런 데로 돌아가려면 이제 운동을 안 하면 돼요 아예. 그러면 이제 근육 빠지고 지방 다 빠지고 안 먹으면서 거시기 하는데 돌아갈 수 있는데 근데 그러면 다시 체형이 굳거나 몸이 안 좋아질 거라서 운동은 하되 지금 좀 적게 먹고 있어요. 저 73kg입니다.
Wow.
Sure about the Grammys. Sure about the Grammys. The Grammys were fine.
Excuse me, someone was knocking on the door, so I had to go and get it real quick. But let's continue.
We enjoyed the performance. There were no mistakes. We're anxious about, you know, having a mistake, but there were no mistakes. And everyone gave us applause and, you know, stood up.
Standing ovations.
Share their hearts. So we appreciate it, and it was alright. The performance was everything, and we're kind of disappointed. First time we heard that, you know, Doja was gonna win, but you know, it's alright. We can admit it. And I just looking at the other artists' stages, and I felt something. So you know, all we can do is just do our best from now on. Get better. Making good music. That's all. That's all we can do.
This statement of his just shows where they are mentally. They already put in so much work, so many hours into crafting, you know, their passions and showing it to us, you know, working on just their music and how to, you know, reach a larger audience, and they're just enjoying making music in every sense of the word. But yet he feels the need to say that they're gonna work harder. That takes a lot. I'm not kidding. That takes a lot of mental strength and just strength in general, and shows how united they are, you know, alongside Army. Because as someone following BTS, you know, you don't need to even be an Army to know how hard they really work. Of course, you have to look it up. But wow, that's their response. They're like, we felt something, and we're gonna do, you know, we're actually gonna improve, and like we're gonna try harder. We're gonna do our best, you know. Wow.
What I just felt the most is that we have to be directly participating in our whole album more. Like, you know, personally. And the lyrics, melodies, arrangements, someday we're gonna do it like all by ourselves. That's our goal, I think.
Wow, that's amazing.
I think that's one of the reasons why the people why some people look down on us. But you know, it's gonna be solved anyway as time passes by.
I love listening to RM. Some people look down on us.
죄송해요, 미친놈. 바이스코 저도 좋아해요. 근데 네, 나중에 부를 기회가 왔으면 좋겠습니다.
It's amazing. Such a mood.
그리고 about the new playlists, I'm getting ready and I'm working on it. I'm inviting a really interesting, unexpected people to my album. Please, 주세요. 말이 더듬 거지. 감사합니다. 늘 그랬듯 성함이 나올 뻔했어요. 와우 씨. 감사합니다. 이거 그건가? 그 1.2개?
Album, I'm assuming he's talking about his own mixtape that's coming up, right?
와우 씨. 감사합니다. 이거 그건가? 그 1.2개? 아니에요. 그때 LA 이건 미국 거? 그때 뭐 1.2개로 늘려달라고 해서 뭐 연락 많이 받았어요. 뭐 우리 집 초코파이도 좀 늘려달라고 해주면 안 되냐. 몽쉘도 1.5개 해주면 안 되냐. 뭐 제가 네, 여러분 저는 진이가 아니기 때문에 죄송합니다. 지금 정국이가 또 안 먹는다고 살이 걔도 겁나 빠져. 걔 지금 69인가 70인가 그래요. 지금 저랑 비슷했는데 근데 안 먹는다고 지금 이걸 안 먹겠대요. 그래서 정국이 보면서 이제 좀 반성 중이죠. 나도 안 먹어야 되나. Yo, JK's on a diet and he's in a tough one. He's on a tough diet. So I'm just worried, but jealous as well. 뭘 거기서 다 빼게 뭐가 있다고 체지방률도 한 자리네 그죠?
Wow.
Hey, this is what we call a pork belly, 삼겹살.
삼겹살.
Soul food.
He is such a mood. Wow.
Will RM get a tattoo? I used to plan to have one, and I actually had a sketch, but I just canceled it because I was afraid. Because you know, I'm a kind of in a rush guy. I just, you know, I really get sick of something very fast. So if I have a tattoo, I was afraid that I'm gonna be sick of it. Like, I don't want this some stuff in my arm no more. Then I'm gonna hate it. So that's why I didn't have any tattoo.
That's a great answer and a great point. You know, that's one of the things I love about RM as well, because, you know, he's thinking about himself like, all right, yeah, this seems like a great idea right now, but knowing that I usually get tired of things quickly, it's probably best if I don't. You know, I love that. I love that he can have that kind of insight.
I'm still open though. I can have a tattoo someday. But after I get more in shape later, I think.
He wants to have that physique on point.
Will you have a new song this year? You bet.
Woohoo! New
오른쪽
songs.
엉덩이에 우정 타투 하기로 했다고요?
Wait, what?
우정 타투를 이제 여러 가지 교환을 생각을 했는데 그거에 대해서 되게 궁금하시겠구나. 근데 뭐 지금 뭐 말만 하고 지금 계속 실행은 못 하고 있어요. 뭐 이제 뭐 7개의 점을 찍자부터 시작해서
Seven dots.
뭐
오.
주치성을 하네, 뭐 7개의 뭔가를 하네, 뭐 그냥 칠을 심플하게 새기자네. 뭐 근데 저는 약간 그냥 발목에 하고 싶어요, 심플하게. 근데 사실 제가 타투를 안 하는 가장 큰 이유 자체가 어쨌든 몸에 디자인이잖아요, 타투도. 근데 타투를 제가 팔이나 이제 보이는데 하게 되면 누가 나 알아보는 게 싫어, 밖에서. 타투 보고 쟤 걘가? 가뜩이나 저는
True.
뭐 제 옷 스타일인지 뭐 목소리인지 뭐 때문인지 몰라서 사람들이 잘 알아보는 편인데, 그 여름 같은데 또 이제 저는 거의 뭐 헐벗고 다니니까 반팔엔 반바지고. 근데 이제 그 타투 하면은 사람들이 금방 알아볼까봐 그게 좀 싫어가지고.
I wasn't even thinking of that lane. True. I mean, for his privacy and being able to at least, for him it must be nice if he can just go somewhere and not be recognized, even though that seems like quite a feat to begin with. But I wasn't thinking of that. People would definitely recognize his tattoo and
가뜩이나
know it's
좀
him.
밖에서 좀 튀어서 그런지 약간 키가 있고 이래서 그런지 좀 잘 알아봄 당하는 타입이거든요. 그래서 그게 제일 걱정이죠, 뭐 저는. 근데 얼굴 보니까 한 70kg까지는 빼야 될 것 같기도 하고. 저 라스베가스에서 조깅하고 그랬어요, 아침에.
Wow. They're such hard workers.
Sorry, so fast. What is your hair color? I'm in gray.
Looks great.
How many Pokemon colors have you collected? Oh, I brought this album. I thought I brought this album, but I didn't. 포켓몬 그거 제가 모은 거 보여주려고 사실 그걸 제가 가져왔다고 생각했는데 없던데.
Hope you guys have been doing well, until Arm comes back. Till Namjoon.
없어요. 안 가져왔어요. 깜빡한 거 같아요. 깜빡했어요. Sorry, I think I missed it.
It's alright.
왜 한국에 있을 때는 별로 비빔면이 막 그렇게까지는 안 먹고 싶은데 왜 해외 오면 미치게 땡길까요? 제가 지금 먹고 싶은 게 평양냉면이랑
Oh my
그 다음에
god.
봉평 메밀 막국수, 그 다음에 짜장면, 그 다음에 저기 그 뭐야 회덮밥. 살 못 빼. 이러면 어떻게 다시 60kg대로 가겠어. 그냥 운동하고 먹고 말지, 그죠?
Mm-hmm.
아니 그렇잖아요. 다 참고 살 거면 뭐하러 사냐고, 뭐하러 돈 벌어, 그죠? 다 면이네, 그죠? 저 면기시잖아요. I'm a noodle ghost, if you understand.
Alright.
Spanish, sorry, I'll definitely learn. 포켓몬빵 신상 나온 거 알고 있어요. 근데 제가 자꾸 얘기할 때마다 제가 제 발등을 찍는 것 같아서 그 편의점 가서 사 먹는 즐거움이 있었는데, 이제 뭐 저 아마 스티커 한 100개 좀 넘게 모은 것 같은데, 뭐 막 그 왜 당근이나 번장 같은데 다 한꺼번에 모아서 파시더라고, 몇십만 원. 근데 그거 사면 재미없으니까 그럼 이제 좀 잘 모아보려고 지금 그게 제일 화가 나긴 해요. 지금 포켓몬 스티커 모으다가 집에 온 게 제일 여기 온 게 좀 이제 가장 아쉬운 부분.
That looks delicious.
죄송해요, 별로 생산적인 비앱은 아니라가지고.
Why is he apologizing? It's great. I love it feels like you're there with him, like having a one-on-one or just, being there and, listening to him. The group Vlives are very fun. Almost run-like. But, the one-on-ones are too, like when they're duos or one-on-ones, it's more like I don't know how to put it, but I truly enjoy it. And, the Pokemon thing, wow. He knows, he said, I don't want to talk about it just so that they don't get harder. They don't get sold on. So you can get
컨디션?
some.
I'm very good. 괜찮아요. 너무 힘들긴 한데 너무 재밌어가지고 한국에서는 같이 못 즐겼잖아요. In Korea, we have to shut our mouth. No standing up.
Oh, yeah.
일어나면 코로나가 더 잘 퍼지게 되는 건지 뭔지 모르겠지만 아무튼. But now I feel like I'm really having a performance right now. Everybody was standing up and everybody was like putting their hands up like upside down and when I see you guys used your energy at the first part like joro, like fire and on. You guys use your energy like the most, and like, you know, when you get like some songs, some tracks like Idol or So What later, you guys are like so exhausted and like 우리랑 똑같아. We're the same. Me too. I feel that. 너무 약간 재수 없어 보이는 것 같기도 하고 자꾸 한영 혼용하는 게 무슨 약간 무슨 수륙 양용도 아니고.
I've been thinking this the whole time. Not that he's showing off, but how nice it is that he's kind of accounting for both sides, knowing the people that watch this live, you know, they can't understand probably unless, you know, you've taught yourself Korean. But since there are no subs, you can't really understand, you know, the Vlives, unless, you know, he's speaking English. So he's kind of dividing it very nicely. And I've been thinking this whole time, like, wow, what a like nice little gesture by
많은
him.
분들이 이해하기 위해 아니까 잘 알아들으시라고 하고 있는 겁니다. 예, 제가 뭐 그런 건 아니고요.
Don't worry.
너무 오랜만에 하다 보니까 저도 어색해가지고. You love the show? Thank you, appreciate it. What will you do in the week between the shows? We have plans, we have schedules.
Probably gonna be a lot of interviews, photo shoots, maybe.
Happy birthday, everyone. Sorry I didn't say happy birthday to every fans that came to concert for their birthday.
Even accounting for those.
Louder Than Bombs Live. 와, 그거 애들이 많이 연습해야 될 텐데 그 노래가 엄청 어려워요. That song is hard, girl. Or boy. Or man or woman.
We need it louder than bombs, but I understand. I mean, that song is so complex. It doesn't feel like just a song. It feels like it's a song, but it's an album at the same time. I would love it. That would be incredible.
Latin America. Yeah, I want to be there. I want to be some other countries and have a trip. Meet the fans there. You know. Did you meet Halsey's baby? Nah, not yet. I just saw photos. But she was so sweet. When are you planning to get married? Oh, I don't know.
The marriage questions.
죄송해요. 맥주를 먹어가지고. Wink is easy. Do you want to get a friendship tattoo? Yeah, I do. It's not it's a friendship tattoo. It's like a team tattoo. Vlive is lagging. Oh, sorry. Wi-Fi here is not really good. Her world is complex. We was looking for love. 나도 그런 사람들.
His voice is so good.
진짜 사랑인지 뭔지 하나도 모르면서 늦지 그랬다. But I found myself, the whole new myself. How many children do you want to have? You know about the children. I used to. It's like tattoo. I used to want to. You know, I was like literally like dying to have children, like someday. But now, you know, when I think of a kid like me, and you know, I don't really want to. I can imagine. 상상하면 끔찍하죠. 저랑 제가 어렸을 때 어머니 속을 엄청 썩기 때문에 엄청 울고 떼쓰고 뭐 진짜 때리고 싶을 것 같아요. 그래서 그런 일이 생기면 안 되기 때문에 라스베가스.
He said it shouldn't happen to me. On the subject of children, I was also in the same lane of, it would be nice to, you know, if I could be blessed with, a child, 2 maybe, 3 if my potential future wife would want it. Of course, it's not up to me. But honestly, just seeing my parents, I'm not sure if it's easy being one. So I'm like, maybe who knows.
그거 오버로운디는 되게 너무 좋아해서 거기 놀러 가고 나머지는 안 갔어요. 오션은 제가 옛날에 봤어가지고 오션은 뭐 근데 다시 한번 보면 재밌을 것 같기도 하고 라스베가스가 저랑 막 바이브가 막 되게 잘 맞진 않고 노는 쪽으로는 사람들은 너무 좋은데.
So honest, I love it.
조깅하니까 진짜 좋더라고요. Yeah, I will sleep and rest. I'm leaving at like 30 minutes. We're just chilling. 그냥 뭐 브이라이브가 원래 이런 거였잖아요. 그냥 쓸데없이 그냥 쓸데없는 얘기하면서 talking gibberish.
Those noodles look amazing right now.
마취라냐 진짜.
I know. Also, I've made some progress with the chopsticks. Now I can actually pick up my food. It's still a little bit slow, but I'm practicing.
Thank you for the compliment. Oh, the Snoop collab is announced. Okay, that's good.
Wait, it actually got announced? I thought it was a rumor.
죄송해요. 멘트는 도저히 못 내려다. 그냥 이제 하고 싶은 얘기 하다 가겠습니다.
Oh, Snoop
아무튼
collaboration.
저는 여기서 호텔에 있으면서 그냥 공연하고 쉴 때는 책 보고요. 책 보고 뭐 유튜브 보고 라스베가스는 미술관이 많이 없어서 못 가고 그렇게 지냅니다. 그러고 뭐 저기 그 벼락 커비 좀 했고요. 아르세우스랑.
Oh wow.
한국에서 친구들이 지금 벚꽃 사진을 엄청 보내주는데 너무 배가 아파요. 부러워서. 그거 하나? 그거 너무 부럽고. 그렇습니다. 그러고 이제 공연 3번 남았고요. 잘 하고 올게요. 그리고 작업하고 있고요. 계속. 이번에 나올 거는 뭐 언제 나올지 모르겠지만 올해 안에 내려고 하니까 그거는 진짜 잘하고 싶어가지고 좀 정말 다르게 여러 사람들이랑 되게 재밌게 상상도 못한 느낌으로 많이 할 것 같아요.
I cannot
기대해
wait.
주셨으면 좋겠고.
But I will wait.
잘 돼가고 있어요. 진짜 멋있게 할 수, 좀 좋은 음악 많이 만들고 있는 것 같고 저도 나름 그래도 이제 기준이 높아서. 그 다음에 그라미는 뭐 얘기 말씀드렸고 그랬네요. 뭐 다 얘기했네요. 제가 얘기하고 싶은 거. 비빔면 맛있고 뭐 저는 지금 행복하게 잘 살고 있고 그리고 이제 좀 한국 돌아가면 머리를 좀 오래 길러보려고요. 그냥 염색 좀 하고 그 어둡게 머리 좀 한번 좀 인내심 있게 좀 길러볼까. 길러고 다 밀어버리게 나중에 그럴까 생각 중이고. 뭐 이제 오늘
Yes, you did.
사실 영어로 얘기했으니까 소감 얘기하면서 여러 가지 얘기했는데 여러분들이 주시는 뭐 사랑도 그렇고 사실 뭐 저희를 싫어하는 사람들은 늘 있었어요. 늘 있었고 그게 뭐 저희 잘못일 수도 있겠지만 뭐 아닌 경우도 많고 그래서 저의 싫어하는 분들은 늘 있었고 원래 이제 모두가 좋아하는 사람이 어디 있겠어요 팀이. 특히 미국에서 뭔가 우리를 뭔가 싫어하는 사람도 있다는 거는 그만큼 우리가 메인스트림에 올라왔다는 되게 반증인 거고 되게 좋은 거죠 오히려. 그래서 저는 아미 분들이 사실 이렇게 힘드시니까 그런 거에 반응하시는 것도 일일이 부정적인 에너지에 일일이 뭔가 이렇게 신경 안 써 주셔도 될 것 같아요. 그게 그 사람들이 원하는 거고요. 그리고 뭔가 이렇게 관심 가져주고 그런 어그로가 끌리기를 바라니까 그런 사람들은 너무 그런데 신경 쓰지 마시길 부탁드리고, 왜냐면 그런데 이제 쓰는 에너지도 너무 아깝기 때문에. 뭐 누군가를 싫어한다면 저는 뭐 글쎄요, 차라리 음악으로 얘기를 하거나 아니면 그냥 뭐죠, 오늘도 얘기했지만 그냥 친구들끼리 얘기하고 말 텐데, 그냥 뭐 그거 별로더라, 와 나도 걔네 안 좋아해 이러고 말 텐데, 굳이 사실 공적으로 뭔가 익스프레션을 한다는 거는 저는 뭐 저랑은 이제 섞일 수 없는 사람들이고 뭐 그런 걸 그렇게 멋있지 않은 것 같아요. 그쵸, 그런 게. 그리고 뭐 싫어하는 건 되게 쉽죠. 뭐 야 오늘 얘네 봤는데 구림, 뭐 이상함, 뭐 이러면 뭐 얼마나 쉬워요, 누군가를 싫어할 때. 그래서 그런데 이제 또 너무 이렇게 뭔가 댓글 달아주시고 그러면 좋아하거든요, 또 그런 사람들은. 그러니까 안 걸어주시는 게 이제 우리의 정신 건강에도 좋을 것 같고, 앞으로 뭐 저희는 여태까지 뭐 이렇게 막 저희는 늘 언더독 포지션이었어요. 늘 뭔가 뭐라고 해야 될까, 늘 항상 이렇게 배팅이 낮은. 그런데 정말 여러분들이 한 명 한 명 모아서 이제 원곡을 만들어줬기 때문에 여기까지 온 거기 때문에 그냥 늘 그랬듯이 저희가 하던 걸 하는 거죠. 네, 그냥 뭐 저희가 뭐 누가 알아준다고 했나요? 그 사람들이 다 알아준다고 했던 것도 아니고 그냥 뭔가 의미 있는 뭔가를 만들어내서 그거를 음악으로든 아니면 뭐 이렇게 공연으로든 사람들이랑 나누고 이제 그러려고 한 거기 때문에 그냥 그런 쪽으로 계속 에너지를 집중하고 싶고, 저도 옛날처럼 많이 안 찾아보고 그래서 뭐 아마 그 이번에 나오는 거에도 다음에 나오는 거에도 그런 얘기는 없을 것 같아요. 그냥 그럴 시간에 좀 다른 데다가 저를 개발하고 좀 더 나은 사람이 되는 데 쓰고 싶어서.
I'm gonna see if he's done until I give my piece on this.
뭐 그렇네요. 네. 그래서 그냥 그래주셨으면 좋겠고, 저희가 더 열심히 해야죠. 저희가 더 열심히 해서 원래 뭐 팬과 안티는 한 끗 차이라고, 뭐 안티 헤이터라는 사람들이 이제 어떤 라이트한 팬보다도 소속들이 알고 있는 경우도 많아요.
So true.
싫어하는 것도 되게 에너지가 필요한 일이니까.
Wow. So
그냥
true.
뭐 저희가 열심히 하면 뭐 저희 팬이 될 수도 있는 거죠, 그런 사람들이. 그러면 좋은 거고 아니 말고. 그래서 뭐 그냥 뭐 멤버들이랑도 얘기했는데 뭐 늘 그렇듯 그냥. 그리고 앞으로는 그냥 저희가 생각한 거는 좀 뭔가 어쨌든 다시, 제가 사실 요즘 계속 고민했던 거는 우리가 원래 있던 지점으로 좀 더 돌아가야 되지 않을까, 그런 고민을 많이 했고요. 좀 더 많이 적극적으로 인볼브 되면서 앨범 제작 과정에도 좀 더 목소리를 내고, 이제 30대가 코앞인데 어떻게 끌어가야 할지 저도 고민이 많아서 뭐 이런저런 얘기를 더 해봐야겠죠. 또 저만의 생각일 수도 있으니까. 그래서 그런 거 많이 생각하고 있고.
Just to give my little piece here regarding so there's two people that come to mind recently that I found out through Twitter. Um, I forgot. I think it was. I'm not gonna. What's his name? Mike something, and the other guy, Joe something, Joe Budden, I think Joe Budden. First of all, I don't know who the Mike person is, and this is no disrespect. I'm just being honest. This is no shade, but I have no idea about what they've done. And regarding Joe, the only reason I know of him is he got dissed by Eminem. But there's a difference in what those two did. It was bad in two different ways, but what really just, I hate this thing that's going on. I really dislike this thing that's going on where people are throwing shade and coming at BTS and then having fun. Oh, this is what I was like. They're having fun. Like they're like, oh no, we knew this would make ARMY act a certain way. Like it is such a disrespectful and such a, for me, I lose a lot of respect for anyone doing that. And immediately, what does that say about you as a person and your maturity? You're an old man, or you're a middle-aged man, or you're a young man. It doesn't matter the age that you are, but you're going on Twitter purposely trying to, I guess, feed off of BTS, knowing the name of BTS and knowing that if you talk bad about BTS, there will be fans coming in defense, thus increasing your name and giving you 50 minutes of fame, that spotlight that you normally wouldn't have. And then at the end, you play it off as, oh, I just wanted to mess with ARMY, or something like that. I really dislike seeing that, and that is the reason why I just don't like social media. It's unfortunate. There's really no easy way of handling this, because for us ARMY, BTS is like a family. Like you look at BTS and we have so much love for them. And that goes for in real life too. So if you have a family, if you have a friend that you really like, and people insult them for no reason, it's going to affect you too. You're not just going to be like, oh, that's fine. And then it's not jokes. It's not fun. I don't understand why people do it. I really dislike it. And what Joe did was extremely bad. I mean, I was mind blown when I read that. I'm like, really? You're just gonna call them Chinese? Like that was, unfortunately, there's so much racism going on, and racism isn't just towards one race. It can be towards any race. Racism can be made by someone of the same race against somebody else. Like it's just, where did those comments come from? And why are you being so ignorant? Why, like, you have a whole platform in a podcast and that's what you say. And the worst part is, people like, they're like, oh, good job. Oh, look at these ARMYs all upset. Look what you've done. And they're having a laugh at that. That is extremely distasteful. I don't understand why people do that. I don't understand why it has to be BTS. Like he said, he didn't have a reason for hating BTS. He just hates them. No, just be honest. You want some fame. You know that you could never, ever, ever pull any numbers close to what BTS is pulling in any way. You know that you're just, I don't know. It's just very complicated. Like, that was just straight racism. Like, how are you just gonna call them Chinese? I mean, what? Like that's the thing. Like you haven't even done the basic knowledge research. It is one of the most disrespectful things I've seen. And honestly, I was like, how is he still there? And that affects ARMY. And these guys have done nothing. Like these guys have done nothing. I don't know why Joe is talking, but he should probably keep to his own corner and do a journey in finding himself, because what he's doing is not right. It's not right at the moment. It's not right, and it is extremely. It's the same thing that happened with the project a couple of, I think it was last week during the Grammys. How they edited Tay. It's like, why is this okay? Like why is this going on? I mean, yes, BTS, like the ARMY, are creating this. They're going on and telling them, how are you guys doing this, and putting them on the spot. I'm so happy that ARMY is doing that. But why, as a TV station, would you even do that? Like it is so racist. How are you? It's just like, do they not think about what their actions have for a consequence or an effect, like the impact? Do they not think about what they do can egg other people on and doing the same and thinking it's okay. Like, it's not okay. It's not okay. I don't understand. I haven't followed up on that story and seeing if he's apologized or not, or if the project has apologized. But honestly, all those things within a week, just they performed in Grammy, and an Australian TV station, Joe and that guy Mike. What is it about BTS that annoys people? I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but I have a lot on my chest as well. It's like, what is it about BTS that irks you? What is it about BTS that affects you? He was just, it's sad to see. It's sad to see. These guys are minding their own business. When do you see BTS just randomly start talking bad about other people? You don't. People just need to leave BTS and ARMY alone. And I understand that, having haters is a sign of, okay, like, you're that big that you have haters. But that's not regular hate. That's not just, leaving, being like, oh, I don't like BTS comment. That is racism. That is, purposefully ruining a lot of people's days, insulting a group. For what reason? Like, the Mike guy, he wasn't even in the same category as BTS. Like, why is he coming at BTS all of a sudden? Like, that's the thing. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to turn this into like a negative video, but what Arm is saying here is right. They love, which is extremely disgusting, but they love when they see ARMY commenting and telling them, stop this or apologize, or how are you doing this? That's what just fuels them. But that is extremely vile. Like, what kind of a person are you where you purposefully attack someone else's source of joy for no reason when they're not harmful in any way? They've had more impact in a month than you have your entire life through your music. Which, I'm not trying to shade anyone like that, but you have to realize, like, why are you trying to come at BTS? All the positive things that they spread out, you don't like their music, fine, but to actually go on and make a point, I don't like BTS, they're from China, I don't like them. Yeah, I don't need a reason, I just don't like them. Well, it's not hard for me to say it. I don't like you either, but not because of where you're from or how you look or any of that. I don't like you because of how you're conducting yourself. Like, that's a really bad look. That you show yourself that way. Sorry. Not sorry. Let's move on.
좀 어쨌든 저도 제가 할 수 있는 것들을 생각을 하면서 앞으로 그냥 더 열심히 하겠습니다. 시간이 오래 지났는데 별로 생산적이진 않았지만 뭐 V앱이 원래 그런 거니까 이해해 주셔서 감사하고 또 만나자고요. Guys, see you someday.
I wish.
In anywhere in this whole earth. I'm looking forward to that. Stay safe. Get happy. Just focus on positive vibes. I know
That's what we're gonna do. Sorry, I just had to get that part out because it just breaks my heart. Really, it breaks my heart. It's like you see, children, or you see, someone is enjoying something good, and you just purposely try to ruin that experience for someone. Just try to, make people, and then the racism is just on a whole nother level. But we're just gonna focus on us, BTS, ARMY, and try to block out these
I know it's hard,
losers.
but life is too short to focus on the negatives. I think that's all I want to say. I love you. You guys
I love you guys
are
too.
the ones that made us here today, and I just want to say that for the last, I think many people misunderstand. The point is that BTS is just not about the 7 boys. Now it's a great, and I don't want to say great. It's a huge wave, consisting of various people, and what they ignore is the existence of the ARMY. Different
Wow.
races, different genders, so many kinds of people are really meaningfully involved in this name of BTS. I just want people to know that we may not as great as the self-made artists or anyone else, but
They're so humble.
we got something special too. We got something different than others.
How can
I
you
think.
hate on these people?
And that can be the team, that can be the nationality or the language we use and we write. But I think the most important point is that the army and the people who truly support us, and not just supporting, being together with us. So I guess BTS in 2022 is really complicated and sophisticated. So when you say the name of BTS, it's not just about the seven boys. It includes the industry, maybe the Korean thing, maybe Asian, and mostly the armies that truly are together in our everyday lives. It's not just one way. It's
mutual.
what we call it. It's mutual. We give them something. They give us something. I mean, you guys give us something. And I truly felt today as well, seeing you guys in person and hearing your voices. It's something, it comes from the heart. And it's about the soul. It's about sharing hearts and the sharing souls. Where we may not know each other if I didn't do this team or music. Maybe I would have a trip in Las Vegas and just pass by you guys as a tourist from Korea. But now through the music and the performance and the team, we can be something, we call this 인연 in Korean. I don't know what to call this in English, but we became something. Relationship. And I think that's everything. That's, mourning is a pain. Life is about unfair, lot of unluck, dramas, happiness, and the joy is really short. But we met each other, so we're making something great. I think that's all I want to say.
Yes, you are.
또 주절 또 너무 또 진지하게 또 막 이런저런 얘기한 것 같은데, 오랜만에 아무튼 저도 보는 만큼 저도 그동안 생각이 많았어서 이런저런 말씀드리고 싶었고, 사랑한다고 말씀드리고 싶었습니다. 가볼게요. 또 무슨 말을 할지 모르겠어요.
We love you too.
Bye guys, I'm off to the bed. And I love you.
Bye bye.
꺼야지, 이상한 소리 하려고.
Love you to RM. Love you guys in BTS. I love you guys as well in ARMY. I'm sorry if I was ranting, but it honestly affects me. It's just I am very protective of those that I love. Even in the comments, if someone is saying anything disrespectful against BTS, I immediately just remove them from the channel, so that the comments won't show up again. And it's the only time I've actually done that. When people say something bad about me, for example, I actually don't remove their comment or block them, because that's what you wanna say, that's fine. But I won't stand here and let people insult BTS or you guys. It's just I'm going to take what RM said to heart, because he came on the stream and he reassured a lot of ARMY, and he told us a lot of things that we needed to hear, and who else other than RM to come and convey that. He knows. They know about everything that happens. They know about everything that people do, all the shade that they throw. They have an idea of, but they're blocking it out. And I feel like that's what I'm gonna try to do as well. Even though it's really hard, it's hard to explain. But they do not deserve any of this hate. People need to understand the impact of words. Sometimes, actually most of the time, have more of an impact than actually injury. If I got slapped, it'll hurt for a couple of minutes, but the pain will go away and I'll forget about that, the hurt that I had. But words can leave a long lasting wound, something that you can think about even years in the future, and just feel a sting of that. And people unfortunately know that BTS and ARMY, they have, like he says, this mutual and this amazing thing going. So why not come at BTS? Why not just try to leech off of fame? I mean, that's all they're doing, really. That's all they're doing. They're enjoying the attention that they're getting. They're enjoying the attention that they're getting. But at what cost? At the cost of your character? At the cost of who you are and your personality? And I'm not going to say like, oh, he's doing this for fame, so, he's not serious. No, if there's a line, and when you cross that line, you can't just be like, oh, it's a joke, or oh, I'm just doing this for that. A lot of lines are being crossed when it comes to BTS, and it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, especially some of those racist things that I've seen. Oh my God, absolutely vile, absolutely vile. I will always be protective of BTS. And you guys as well, and I'll just not give these people the attention that they crave, because that's what they thrive off. It's just so sick to me. Honestly, it's so sick to me. It's a reason why I personally don't like doing clickbait videos or put titles that aren't true. It's just, I don't want to deceive people. I don't want to try to feel like I'm gonna do this and create that. There's a lot of like you can always like put in like shock titles and something to make people be like, oh, what? And then you go in and it's not the same. But these people aren't just doing shock titles. These people are actually writing, or editing vile stuff for the sake of attention. But is it really worth it? I don't think so. I could never see myself do something like that. I would lose all the respect I have for myself, and I really value my morals and the things that I like when other people like BTS. I share a lot of the things that they're standing for. I stand for, so I have this extra thing that just made me become like an even more of a wow. Like BTS is more than just 7 boys singing and rapping, but a lot of people take advantage of that. They know the loyalty of ARMY. They know how immediately if something happens, everyone rushes to make sure you're not, we're not gonna let you off. But people somehow enjoy that. I don't know. It's I feel like I've talked a long time. I'm sorry, but I just don't like it. They don't deserve it. You're completely free to not like their music. I mean, that's something subjective. But if you don't like them, then there's something wrong. There's something else. And I don't want you to tell yourself, you don't just dislike people for no reason. Let's be honest. You don't just dislike people for no reason. There's always something behind it. So maybe, be honest with yourself and take a good look and try to realize that these guys, they're people just like us, right? But they're sacrificing sleep. They're sacrificing a lot of joys that we can partake in. Of course, they have their own things that they can partake in that we can't. But they're doing so much, practicing all these hours, and doing all these things and making sure ARMY is always there. They're putting in so much effort into their dreams. People should be putting them up as just role models of, you know, what you should follow. They're following their dreams. They're an inspiration to people. Why would people hate this? Do people get upset about that? The fact that they're doing that? I don't know. But anyways, I know how I feel about BTS, and I know how I will act, you know, regarding BTS. And I will not give those people time of day. I will not give those people time of day. But you know, it's a good thing there's like a report function and stuff like that. Definitely make use of that. And yeah, it's just, you know, all I go back to is irrelevancy. People that are unfortunately like irrelevant, or they want to stand out. Mention BTS, that's what they're doing. But the racism part, oof, absolutely disgusting. But enough of that. We have more concerts coming up next week. We have albums, we have new songs. It's going to be an exciting year to be an ARMY. BTS doesn't need the Grammys. They don't need the approval of these you know fake people. And all we need to do is just enjoy the thing that we got going. I am sorry if this was a rant heavy video, but when you think about it, we have a lot of frustrations as well, because I feel like my family has been insulted. And I can never stand for my family being insulted. Like, I can never just be like, it's okay. You know, it's hard to explain, but that's how I feel. You know, I truly appreciate and love BTS and what they've done. You know, I always bring BTS up as an example to, you know, my little brother, for example. You know, when he wants to do something and it doesn't work out, you know, I bring up BTS saying, you know, these guys worked so hard to reach where they are. It's not something that you do every day. Think about what these guys have put in and how they've made it. Like, they started off walking and now they're flying. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, stay safe. And I really enjoyed this Vlive. You know, he is speaking from the heart. He's very eloquent. The fact that he's thinking about the English community, you know, and also the Korean one, you know, balancing two languages there after being so exhausted, you know, wow, so much respect, so much love, and I will take his words to heart. I just had to rant here and, you know, leave it out, because otherwise it would have been stuck here. And yeah, bye bye.